Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Fasten your seatbelts. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. 2K Sports presents the NBA.
Free throw tonight. And that one misses. Here's Milwaukee now. Big win for them. Coming off a strong game on Friday. And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll. And exploit them they did. See, they were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game. And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Irving. That's blocked. Malone gets to Irving. Just 3 to shoot. Tony, who's guarded by Johnson. Gets it to go. Tony's got his first 2 points of the night. 5-minute play so far here in the first. Now it's been Will's stroke. We'll have a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks. Thank you for that, Bruce. They tried to step in and set them off, but they're just not enough. And we have to finish with a 3-point play. They got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so. It's Johnson penetrating. Shot clock at 2. Rejected by Lawrence. Irving against Humphrey. Irving's got his second bucket. I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense. Humphrey didn't get to see offensive. You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. It's all in by the 76ers. Shots aren't dropping yet. They just scored their first 5 shots. And Lawrence. Johnson with the block. Started by Malone. Can't finish in on first ring. The 76ers have got 4-5. lead. Cheeks gets to Irving. Backs him down. Takes it out to Tony. It's the Cheeks. 76ers moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Tony. And Johnson sends it back. There's a nice one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
What a way to wrap up that possession.
Now, here's Irving.
Solid work on the backhand action.
Yeah, there's all the two hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
Milwaukee's gone 1-2 from long range. Defensive ball. Slade covered by Irving. Back to Moncrief. Feeds it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia Bucks possession. Sixers have gone 50% of the field at this point, 4 of 8. Inside Irving. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes right by the 76ers retain possession. The 76ers shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. 5 on the clock. And a foul. Let's try the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So he'll shoot 2 right here. The 76ers shoot their second and first shots in the line right here. Cummings is checked in for the Bucks. And so he makes both from the line. Bucks trail by 3. Hooked away. Pass to Cheeks. Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Lawrence passes to Cheeks. Kicks it to Irving. Irving double team. Cheeks back to Irving. Now the pass to Cheeks. Here's Malone. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. I'm on Moncrief. He's got 5. This is his first chance in the game tonight. It's good for Moncrief.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? It seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Irving passes to Woods. Beats him in there. Malone.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far. And I think that could really set things up for the rest of the game. On the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off the ball.
Here's Moncrief. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. What are you doing? Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia leading by 3. They kick out to Irving. He feeds it to Tony. Foul crossed by, but he didn't get there in time. 76ers have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws. 4 free throws good from Tony. Bucks trail by 5. It's stolen by Tony. And now Philadelphia on the break. Foul call that time on the way up. They'll get 2 chances at the free-throw line here. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the 76ers making a change here. Jones is checked in, and he sinks the second. And here's Moncrief. He's got 7. Defended by Jones. Drops him away for 2.
Put that lead pass in perfect position for his team.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. The 76ers leading by 4. Tony dishes to Irving. Tony. The turnaround jumper. Rebound, Milwaukee. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's all in by the 76ers. Malone's got 4 rebounds with 10. Here's Tony. Solid defense from Moncrief.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting's really suffered.
Here is Cummings. Playing so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Johnson. Sees it goes inside the baseline. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
It is so hard to contain. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Cheeks his shot. It's good.
It's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Milwaukee's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Moncrief. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Moncrief's got 9.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
Here's Tony. And good. That time doesn't fall. He has 6. Bucks trail by 4. Dishes it to Cummings. Moncrief. Here's Cheeks. It's going to be 2 free throws. 2 contact on the shot.
Kevin, it seems like scoring on the way these days, but this guy can do it. He can get down on the block, get position, and he's got some skills to get the ball in the basket from that position. And the other thing I like about him is his pursuit of the pump. I mean, he loves to slip in there and get a second chance.
He gets it to go. Moncrief's got 11 points.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Cummings. Irving, 5-10. Shots good. 10 points for him.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him. Here's Cummings. Square up. Nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And the Bucks making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. He passes it to Dean. He kicks to Cummings. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. And Irving pulls it down.
I'll tell you what, if there's success on the board for this first quarter is on the indication, it's going to be a good day. And rebounds usually are a good indicator. Good defense, but I love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Here's Moncrief. He's got a left. Knocks it loose. Right side Jones. Shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now here's Moncrief. Passes it to Dean. From 13. And he can't bank that one out. The 76ers leading by 7. He dishes it to Malone. Now the feed to Irving. Inside Irving. Tony. Cut down low that time, and he got the second goal. Bucks trail by 7. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Doubled by Tony. Pass to Dean. Back to Moncrief. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Tony. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Gets it off the glass. Shoots has got 5 points. And let's get your take, guys, and the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, their defense is really impressive. Putting
26 seconds left in the first quarter. Some solid defense from Cunningham.
And already we got a very lopsided edge on the board. +5 and rebounds. That didn't take long.
Jones tries in. And he makes the mid-40. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside. Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Moncrief prevents the pressing. They set the pick. 9 feet out. Irving with the steal. Tony picks to Jones. Malone dishes to Jones. And that one's good. Jones has got his second bucket tonight.
It has taken no time to build this lead. Obviously, the strength of it late in the first quarter offensively. And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here. And with the defense playing that well, that double clutch is the only way he's going to get that ball off.
And that concludes the first quarter. 76ers ahead, up 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this, but they limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively. You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure.
Irving is out there with Jones. Then it's Malone. Then it's Cheeks. And it's Tony with the 2. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Here's Preston. Slade defended by Lawrence. Nice D from Lawrence. The 76ers leading by 9. Jones kicks to Tony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A simple line to shoot 2. Well, this is the shot goes up to the line tonight. At the line for 2. And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Preston.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend. Yeah, sure it has. As many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Loading down low, defended by Logan. Some solid defense for Logan. To the middle, number 62. Goes up and brings up easy.
Well done, finishing that one off.
The 76ers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable for Boston Lawrence. Goes the dish to Malone. Master Lawrence. To Malone. There's a screen. Shoots from 12. Bounces Malone's got 5 now.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing. Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
So he gets the whistle. And the win. 2 shots go up.
Yeah, he got last. Yeah, that was a straightforward little pitch, guy.
Both shots good from the strike. The 76ers leading by 6. Jones backs down. Into Malone. Solid points. And that one's good. 7 points in the game.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher.
Malone with the steal. One on one here. Lawrence passes to Jones. Tries from 10. Nice D from Warner. Bucks trail by 8. Shoots from 3. 12. Unshotted fit that time.
Nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Jones backs down. Gets it to go. Jones has got 6 points.
He really made that mismatch pay off. The defender giving up that much side isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Slade defended by Lawrence. It's to Warren. Pocket 6. 8 on that one a little long.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his 2 teams away from the defender. Touch was poor.
Jones backs down. And there's the pass to Lawrence. Jones in the post, defended by Warren. That is from 14. That's the D from Warren.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, he can stretch this lead out.
Misses. Great D that time from Juice. Now the 76ers on the break. Lawrence spins it to Jones. Pressey with the rebound. Pressey's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Passes it to Warren. It's stolen by Jones. And now Jones running the floor. All down shot.
This is just too close to the game. Giving the ball up like that, and failing to get back in transition.
Here's Preston. He's got 6.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Lawrence passes to Milwaukee. Defended by Logan. Malone with it. He's got 7. Lets it go. Nails it. Malone's got 6 here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's not about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Preston. Here's Slade. Malone's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lawrence passes to Jones. Pressey defending from 10 feet out. Again.
Took him a little while to get into the flow of this game.
Bucks trail by 12. Slade defended by Lawrence. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 8. Rejected by Lawrence. Feeds to Tony. Walking in. Gives to Malone. Back to Tony. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Bucks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Johnson outside. Offensive rebound. Pass to Logan. It's tipped. Now the 76ers on the break. They perform it. That's good from Tony. Assist by Jones. Tony's got 11 points.
Boy, they are just destroying him in the paint. You can say that again, Steve. It's just aggressive enough down low. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. It's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The basket Chiefs. Back to Tony. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot counts. His foul. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
The players' purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes. And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Sixers have gone 7 of 11 from the line. That one misses for Tony. Bucks trail by 16. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right.
To the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. On the wing, Johnson. He feeds it to Moncrief. The Bucks working the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run.
What are you doing? He's missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Philadelphia with the ball. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Jones backs down. Pass it to Rose. This is to Tony. That's a good way to put it. He really was a great example of that on the offensive end right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff.
Your Sixers dancers.
Bucks trail by 18. Here's Slade. And again, the Bucks miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Tony backs in. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Tony's got 7 points for the quarter. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball, and find a high percentage shot.
He kicks it to Johnson. Defended by Tony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he converts the win.
This quarter for him, 7 shots with just 1 make to show for it.
Philadelphia by 18. Cheeks kicks to Tony. Pass to Cheeks. That's good. Cheeks has got his 3rd pass tonight right there.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bottling him up. Yeah, they're getting out class. Both of them, really.
This is a command play. Fouled by Cheeks. Slade defended by Lawrence. He's blocked by Lawrence.
Oh, boy, he is as cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Now the Bucks take it the other way. Moncrief pitches to Johnson. He's a smoking. This out of bounds.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Tony the pass to Lawrence. Malone right side. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Bucks trail by 18. And still by Malone. Jones kicks to Malone. Malone left side. 13 feet away. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today. You're right, so typically it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so. That was an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Moncrief against Cheeks. Into Malone. Uses the ball. Malone's got 10 points in the quarter.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part. Cheeks to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Manini, he's covered by Malone. It's stolen by Tony. Malone inside. The feed to Jones. Hit to Malone. 104 right now here on the Celtics. Malone's got 15.
He is feeling a terrific percentage from the field.
Bucks trail by 20. It is now to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Wide open. Wide right. Puts off the run. More often than not today, those shots are dropped for him. Cheeks the basketball. Backs him down. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Again, from him.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
On brief against Cheeks. Knocked away. Feeds it to Johnson. From 18 feet away. Good range with some stifling defense right there. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. 76ers ahead, just dominating this one. Keep it here for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you after the break for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello out there and welcome to the Halftime Report as the conference finals continue on 2K Sports. The 76ers are rolling early on. They were denied a sweep in Game 4, but a win in Game 5 sends them on. That's all they care about. It's been a disappointment, though, for the Bucks so far. They've got to do a better job protecting the ball and valuing each possession. They've not done that. Their turnover number's way too high through 2 quarters. That'll be all for us here at the studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter with Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining me.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again.
Complete domination. What a game from Malone. He's got 10 rebounds. A couple of nice steals, too. He's gotten after it on the boards as well as in the transition game. And one's really fed into the other.
The Bucks shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Second half is underway. Here's what Scott Brooks has got it for. Altamont brief. Pocket 6. He's coming on along. Faded back on that one to give himself some room. The 76ers leading by 20 on the wing. Irving. There's the bucket. Irving's got 12 in the game.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket. And also, he catches a lot of defenders off the balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and drain shots off the back. It's a very effective skill to have.
Shoots his shot is good. He's got 9.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender. Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Here's Irving.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense. Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Kicks it to Johnson. It's going to be a goaltending play here, so they'll count the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes. And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call. Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
And Irving action. A strong finish and pressure all over. Irving's got 16 points.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
On brief against Cheeks. It's stolen by Tony. And now Irving pushing it up, going back to stop him. The pass behind at the rim with the jam.
That is rocking the rim. Giving him 2 points to tack on. Some style points, too, Kevin.
Nice simple finish there with the high altitude altitude windmill slam.
Yes, making a statement.
Now Moncrief, 15 points in the game. Six to shoot. Here's Johnson. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got rebound number 11 for him tonight. Here's Cheeks. And the 76ers keep on two more.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. That's not the case here. No, not at all. They're putting this run together with a lot of mid-range jump shots. So it's a pretty good display of marksmanship right now.
It's a nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Baseline Jimmy on the way. Malone passes to Cheeks. From 13 feet, it goes down. Cheeks has got 6 here in this quarter. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Johnson attacking. That's blocked by Malone. And Milwaukee will retain possession.
16 seconds.
Second half of play with 3 minutes in the third here. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Tony. Will it go? Goes out.
Not a bad look for him on that side. It just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Malone passes to Roberts. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting pretty brutal 29% since the break. Pass to Johnson. Here's Slay. 10 comes on the assist from Johnson. The 76ers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Tony backs in. Nice. Tony's got 17.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Collins. Dives for it. They get it back. Moncrief. Dragging by the knee. Fights to the rim for the layup. 17 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring him right back into this.
Lawrence finishes to Malone. Inside. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes back outside. Cunningham is checked in for the Bucks.
Jackson. Cunningham.
And Malone backing in. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Johnson. And there the Bucks with another bucket. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Irving dishes to Tony. Malone right side. Stolen. Here's Moncrief. And he uses the pass on the lane. Moncrief's got 19 points.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them. And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 19. Goes to the reverse. Irving's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He's put a little pizzazz on that one.
Timeout call for Bucks.
Just too many easy buckets. Located around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense. Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside. And they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Now here's Moncrief. He's got 19. To Cummings. Touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. got his first basket.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great. Ball movement, player movement, generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Malone in the post, defended by Moses. A shot fake there, got the knee out of position. Malone's got 19 points. The Bucks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Moncrief hits to Johnson. Back to Moncrief. Shot clock at 6. Hits the button. Moncrief's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's a good thing he showed up today because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Cheeks gets to Malone. Cheeks the pass to Malone. Here's Cheeks. Up and in. Cheeks has got 15. The Bucks shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Moncrief against Cheeks. And Moncrief gets it to go.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down. And why not? That's 8 straight points in the paint for this team. They're making this a very physical battle.
Now here's Malone. He's got 19. Malone right side. Cheeks against Moncrief. Here's Cummins. And there's the bucket. Stay with him.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active. As soon as the shot goes up.
The 76ers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders. Tony the pass to Cheeks. He feeds it to Irving. Malone. Defended by Dean. They get a hand on it. Johnson goes in. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Johnson's got 15 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going. There's not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Malone misses. Johnson up top. Defended by Tony.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power. And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Irving dishes to Malone. And here is Cummins. He has 6. Johnson gets to Cunningham. That's good. Philadelphia leading by 18. Irving with it. Now guarded by Moncrief. Double with Irving. Cummins. He's covered by Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Making a switch.
Number 62.
Number 62. There's Moncrief. No one. Some solid defense there from Irving. But drive by Malone. Gets it out to Tony. Back to Malone. Malone right side. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Bucks trail by 18. Now here's Moncrief. With 3 points in the game. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. The finger will finish up the bucket. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Irving passes to Malone. Here is Cummins. 6 points for him. And this sure that one drops. Cummins got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside. Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Irving dishes to Tony. 76ers moving the ball around. Malone down low. And the basket by Malone. Bucks trail by 16. 1:29 left in the third quarter. The pass to Johnson. Pocket 6. Shot from the low Sixers foul hard that time. Look at the line and shoot 2. The Penguins take the Bucks on a scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
This ain't continues to be active. I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
The Bucks making the switch here. Here's Cheeks. 10-15. Irving gets to Malone. It's off. Great D that time for Logan. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 14-point game. Passes it for pressure. Malone with the block. There's 41 seconds left to play in the third. Tony, pressure defending. Cheeks kicks to Irving. Malone walking down. Back to Irving. Malone with it. 1 point in the game. That's Malone again missing. Malone right side. And the shot is long.
It's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. He seems determined to shoot his way out.
From the baseline. So the whistle blows in the shot. Just free throws for the contact right there. The Bucks have made the most out of their opposition. And the Bucks making a change here. Good on the second free throw. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Irving is guarded by Johnson. And Malone back in. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
Perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the poise under pressure?
Unbelievable.
Guys, he got himself into as good a position as he could before he pulled the trigger. What a play.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits at May. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Philadelphia leading by 15. Cheeks is out there with Tony. Then it's Jones. Then there's Irving. And it's Malone in at the 5. Down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here is Tony. Baseline try. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Ball is not loose. This is the Montreal. Johnson outside. Great D that time for Irving. Johnson against Irving. Tries again. Johnson. Good. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter. Here's to Milwaukee. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. It's Tony on the wing. Pressure defending. Steps back and shoots. Shots good by Tony. Tony's got 19 points. Bucks trail by 15. On 3. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Irving kicks to Tony. Jones, the pass to Tony. That's good. 21 points in the game.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
This quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. On
Jones. I'd say that shot was well within his range. You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet in there myself. That's a gimme there.
Moncrief pitches to Johnson. Back to Moncrief. Nice ball mover by Milwaukee. Here's Leonard. Comes it one-handed.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Milwaukee making a switch. Timeout call the Bucks.
They make a lot of turnovers. That's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up. No question about that. You can hear the impact from where I am.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. That's why he's going to find out. Always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of your opponent and look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Let's go quickly over to Boris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, "We don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it, and not keeping the chance of coming back."
They go in with Irving. Lanino. It's stolen by Tony. And Irving backs in. He kicks it to Tony. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. The turnaround jumper. Tony's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving over the ball and moving body. Calling chances at the hoop. And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots. Yeah, he absorbs the foul and has a chance to knock it down. That's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
The first one falls for 2 shots. And he makes the first, and misses the second. Bucks trail by 18. Moncrief hits to Johnson. Beautiful finish, and the layup goes down. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing a lead pass.
Jones drives in. Pass to Cheeks. He dishes it to Tony. Baseline change. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard. Not so much here today. You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning. Not so.
And it is still overwhelming offensive basket counts. The 76ers leading by 16. Leading by 18. The dish to Tony. Johnson on him. it go from 11. Gets it to go. Tony's got 30 points.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found the weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T. Offensive to rely on that shot like they have.
76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Jones. And the touchdown in the middle. Jones! And the 76ers lead by 20. The Bucks have gone just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth of 9. Feeds to Moncrief. Johnson outside. Johnson right side. Here's Lanier. He's in the air. Intercepted by Irving. Back to Jones. From 12 feet up. Gets it to go. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been a much hotter team. Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
And playing this is so Toronto's coming up. Two-shot from Millwaukeee. And he's good on the second. Philadelphia leading by 29. Irvin attacking. Here's Warren. He has a highlight reel on John Sepulveda.
That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one. Used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense. Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time. The ball move, you put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needs to be.
Murray's up the pick. Here's Slade. And it's Milwaukee converted.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot on.
Outside Irving. Back to Jones. Kicks to Irving. Here's Moncrief. Defended by Jones. Outside Irving. Pass to Tony. Back to Irving. Right side Irving. 6 to shoot. Right side Irving. Bucks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Slade, he's covered by Irving. He feeds it to Moncrief. Pass to Johnson. They're on the clock. Johnson draws the double. Here's Collins. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Mojo going here. Extra confidence in the much better job in terms of second chance play.
Holmes check out to Philadelphia. Pass it to Tony. 76ers moving the ball around. And Malone back it in. Takes the turnaround Jay. Shot is off.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just banks the open jumper.
Here's Moncrief. Wins a rebound. Johnson outside. He's hit again. Great D that time from Irving. Philadelphia leading by 23. Cheeks kicks to Irving. Outside Jones. Into Malone. 2 minutes, 2 minutes left, fourth quarter. Backing him down. Malone left side. Misses off the left iron. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of interviews a long time without that.
Offensive, you're right.
That's how to orchestrate for your team. Terrific pass.
The 76ers see a continual smooth offensive play. Under 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Backs down. Baseline jumper. Blocked. 3-on-3. Slade, defended by Cheeks. Johnson.
Give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
This is it to Malone. Malone right side. Oh, yes, the touchdown. Malone's got 25 points.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on him as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that two-shot guard.
And here's Jones. Pass to Cheeks. Back to Jones. Into Malone. Outside Irving. He passes to Cheeks. He kicks to Jones. Shoots from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. The Bucks shoot here in the fourth quarter around 41%. And it's Johnson penetrating. It's hauled in by Cheeks. We'll make a mental roll.
The only question now is how big will this lead eventually become? I mean, this is a blowout.
The Bucks shooting about 42% so far. Into Johnson. Johnson throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you find the gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
Again, the miss by Jones.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high brow from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, see, it was a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long.
So the Philadelphia 76ers have won the series.
And you can see the elation on their faces. I mean, not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
And guys, tonight, time to celebrate, enjoy the win, and then tomorrow it's back to the practice court, into the film room, and time to prepare for what's ahead. But what a moment tonight, and a great time for this franchise.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Curry, Darius Burke, and the whole crew of 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and thanks for watching the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Now let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.